please. Hold on, let me get my note.
Get in, get your notes, get your tchotchke going.
Turned on? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on.
Yeah.
So, wait. Oh, see, I ain't brought coloring today. Good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, May 2nd. When's Cinco de Mayo?
On the 5th.
So the 5th. So pre-Cinco de Mayo, happy pre-Cinco de Mayo from Flick Around the Table. Episode 45. I'm going to name it Cinco de Mayo. I'm Deb.
Sue.
Mika.
And we're here to entertain you and talk about
anything.
Yeah.
I'll talk about knitting and yarn along with...
But mainly we're just kind of...
along with just talking.
We just... Yeah, just pretend like we're sitting there with you chatting away. Because we don't get too in-depth about knitting itself. We just kind of show you what we're working on.
And what's coming through the neighborhood or the spike or whatever. You hear something.
But they were commenting on the color of my sweater
when we turned
prior to turning on. Mm-hmm. And I had said that it comes from Amazon. Of course it comes from Amazon.
Everything comes from Amazon.
Almost everything.
Almost
everything. Amazon. And it's in the guys section because they're longer.
That's why I do it.
For us fat girls who have a tummy that they needs to go over.
Or the females have a tendency, they indent. You know, even though they kind of take that indent, and I don't have an indent. Mine is an outdent.
I don't have an indent either.
Yeah,
I never did.
No, I'm horizontally and vertically challenged.
Did you ever have a waist? I never had a waist.
I never did either.
Mm-hmm. I did.
When I was a size 6, I didn't have a waist. I was straight.
Nope. I had a waist, and yeah.
Not me.
I fond memories of a waist, but yeah, it's been a while.
I don't know where. I'm envious of women who have waists.
Well, today, yeah.
You haven't even started your donut. You got forgot on your place. We're having donuts this morning. See,
donuts.
Donut. Got a new donut place here in India. It looked really good.
Pancakes weren't enough carbs.
No, I didn't know we were having pancakes. So
no, I didn't tell you.
So if you think I'm buzzing now, wait until I finish my donut and keep talking and have my caffeine. We're in trouble. Just in trouble. Just shove me off the chair. Boom. Oh, okay, I'm back.
Well, I'll let you guys know. My daughter stayed through the week, so I didn't get hardly any knitting done at all.
But that was great for you.
We were playing cards, and
you don't get to spend time with her like you used to.
Correct. And I still have my piddle pad because I'm still coughing occasionally.
And you didn't have to tell her to go to bed or eat her vegetables or anything.
No, I didn't.
I know.
It's fabulous.
Now, my mother will tell us every once in a while she'll pull that stunt. Like, you're sitting at the table and you're like, okay, I'm done. And she's like, is that all you're eating? I made that. And you're not eating that? Here, eat 3 grapes and then you can...
and then you can go?
And then you can go. She does the same thing like, she did when she was a mom.
Well, she's still a mom.
I know, she says that, but she doesn't normally... Half the time she doesn't pay attention, so she's like me. She's off on another subject while I'm off on another subject. So food gets forgotten. When
I broke my leg, my mom came to my house to help me.
That's what moms do.
That's what moms do.
Yeah.
And you cannot carry a Coke or any drink while you're using crutches. You just can't. So I said to my mom, I would like a Coke on ice. Okay. So she went and got a glass of ice and a Coke and served me. A little bit later, I said, I'd like to have another Coke. She got me a second one. Later in the afternoon, I said, I could really go for another Coke. And she said, you've had 2 today. That's all you need. And I'm thinking, I said, I bought the things. I get to drink them whenever I want to.
I'm recuperating.
Yeah.
You know Diet Coke's good for recuperation?
Yeah, it heals bones.
Well, you never know.
So, moms are always moms, no matter what.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've never been a mom.
You guys are lucky you still have your moms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You still have your mom to tell you to only drink 2 Cokes.
I don't even drink any Coke now.
But it's funny because Mom will remember things when she's at the grocery store and she'll see, like, I don't know. She was infatuated with the little Diet Coke and Coke cans, so the little 8 ounces.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We flew to Ireland once and they served the Diet Coke in little 3-ounce containers. I mean, they were the cutest little teeny tiny, because they said they get less waste then. And everybody takes the can. The guy told us about it, that they take the can, they think they're getting something great because they've got a can. And 3 ounces is nothing. You know what I mean? You slurp
2
that.
sips.
So anyway, but she was infatuated. So they had them on sale. Beth got some. I got some. Pete got some. Because she just infatuated with the look of the can.
So she bought them for you?
Yeah.
What a gift.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Gift.
Right. And then when you go over to the house, they
But
have a single
then-
Coke.
But then you know, you look at us Americans, and you know,
We really...
Bigger
we
is better.
supersize like freaking everything.
Oh, I know.
You know, it's 64 ounces. That's like, you know, 2 2-liter bottles. Go ahead, have that with your double mac and cheese. It's just like we do.
You can buy those big ones,
Oh,
those
my
big things. And it's like 64 ounces at
At the gas station. They're monstrous and ridiculous.
And I've seen people go in any size, 99 cents, and people are coming in with that huge thing
Yeah.
for 99 cents. And I just can't imagine. I mean, 24 ounces of something is way beyond what I can drink, you know?
Well, if it were coffee and it were served in 3 or 4 different cups, you know what I mean?
Yeah, on Wednesdays we do a
Wednesdays we drink a lot of coffee. I don't
I've
even.
been drinking coffee now for what time is it?
It is 10 o'clock.
For 4 hours.
Yeah.
You slept in then? Wow, that's pretty good.
Yeah. But I don't drink. I haven't had a Coke in.
Well, you're an iced teaer.
I do drink a lot of iced tea.
Right.
I had a Coke last weekend. You guys saw it. It was right
in front of us.
Front.
Because we
Front
have
and
our own
center.
personal Coke dealer.
But I think that was the last time I've had it.
I'm gonna
Yes, I feel
I can't
like
remember the last time before that I had a soda product.
I feel I need to apologize to Leah that I just don't drink Coke anymore.
Oh, well,
Leah's our friend, and her husband works for Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
he's a Coke distributor
He's a Coke dealer.
He's
Well-
a Coke dealer.
in Michigan. So, we wouldn't get his actual Coke that he brings in, but... Uh-oh. I hate when that happens.
Oh no, I've had to tank because I wasn't paying
I
attention.
can't believe you're doing that while we're sitting
can't.
here talking.
I couldn't do that. I
I don't know that I could do it to start with.
I've done one hat, and I loved it.
I think
But I sat there, literally, and I did it in the shop because I had somebody there to tell me, loosen your floats. I would constantly go, is this okay? Am I doing it okay? Yeah, this is good. You're fine. You know, because I was afraid I'd get too tight, and then you
Oh.
wouldn't.
you are a tight knitter.
I know it's ballistic tight.
Well, let's
Yeah,
face it.
so color work. Yeah, so color work for you probably is difficult because you're a super tight knitter.
Yeah, I've been on Ravelry this week, and there's a couple free patterns that I found for color work, but Christmas-like, with a snowflake or the Christmas tree
Like
one
the
was
Christmas tree?
Yeah, like the evergreen tree. It was really cute.
Are you talking hat?
Well, the one was mittens. The one is socks. The Christmas tree one was the socks, which I could turn into a glove pretty easily. And the other one, I can't remember what the other one was.
Well, you were
Snowflake or
just-
something.
The snowflake was a hat.
Yeah,
It
you were
was blue
gesturing
with a
at your
hat.
head, so I thought perhaps it was a
Yeah,
hat.
it was a hat. And I only, they've had quite a bit of free ones on there every once with some sweaters and stuff with the color work, like, this, but more color, and 2 or 3. And I put them in my library and everything because I think someday. But I'm only at one color at a time. Now, I can go from blue and white to blue and black to white and black. I mean, I can change the colors in between.
Those are called stripes.
No, like if you're doing a sheet.
Like if you're doing color work and you're only dealing with 2 colors at a time, you're okay with it.
Right.
But as soon as you bring in
Yeah.
the third color,
Right.
that you have to manipulate all 3
Right.
colors at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the eyes of the sheep were black and it was one black. And
Yeah.
so I went in afterwards and put it over with
And just-
DMC thread.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
did it across. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
That would kind of be more of my things. And then I found these other sweaters that are based on Starry Night, the
Yeah.
picture with the, and it takes like 350 some beads in this thing because that's like
Oh,
Because
wow.
they put this,
Yeah.
they put
and
the
you put
stars
the
in with
star, you
beads.
put the beads on first, and then as you're knitting, you pull them up and put them in place. So
Oh.
yeah,
So you have the bead already on your yarn.
right, which would be like a pain in the neck in some respects because if you think about it, the way it
Isn't that what
flows.
they make hot glue for?
that's
It's just a hot glue, a bunch of beads on the front of a square.
I didn't know if you could do it. I was trying to think, do they have half beads where you could do that? Is there any way I could just sew them on after the fact?
Well, you probably
know?
could sew them on after
You could
the fact.
probably-
Well, I was
sew them on
thinking maybe
after.
little sequins.
Right.
So you'd have sequins flopping in the breeze as you're going.
I mean, I
It's very
tried.
ambitious.
I haven't tried beaded knitting.
It's not hard. I've done
Oh,
both.
I'm just
I haven't tried it yet.
knitting with 2 yarns at the same time right now and feeling quite adventurous. So
But you said that it's not as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Somehow I thought that it was going to tangle, but it's not, and it isn't bad at all. I have to watch to make sure I catch both threads
right.
as I'm knitting,
Right.
Yeah.
because you catch one thread and you've got a funky looking thing. But I'll show you.
She brought it with, so we have it today.
Yes, I brought it with me. And you've seen the beginnings of this before. This is the sweater that I'm knitting using
Two strands of yarn.
2 strands of
Two
yarn.
fingerings.
I've got mini skeins, and then the solid, the natural color is has some alpaca in it, so it's coming out with a really nice kind of fuzz to feel it.
A nice little halo.
Yeah, and
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I
But it's you're holding 2 strands at one time.
yes, I am, and
So-
it's not bad.
Two fingering is DK.
Hmm?
Two fingering makes it
Yes, 2 fingering makes DK.
a strong remember.
And I swore my way through the short rows,
She did. We heard her.
and
It was all over the neighborhood last week. Let me tell
yeah, it was. And then I finally got to a point, and I didn't know what to do next, and so I just put it away. And I realized when I got back to it that what I did next was just knit.
Just knit, and then
It was so
and
complicated.
now you're at the stage where it's pretty much just raglan type knitting.
Yeah, it's
So you have
just
the increases for the arms. And,
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I do how many rows? 30 rows, and then I split for the sleeves.
Split for the sleeves. Okay.
And I don't know it.
Cool.
Last time with the sweater, I stopped there and did the sleeves, and I don't know if I'll do that this time or not. We'll see. But I think it's going to be really a nice.
It's got a nice feel.
Yeah.
It's got a nice feel to it.
What's the
And,
name?
and she's right. It's got a
It is.
it's got a bit of a glow.
The name of the pattern, I think, is something simple. I didn't bring it with me.
It's actually called something simple.
I think so.
Nice.
It's the one Leah showed, right?
Yes, it's the one Leah had, and I stole it
couldn't-
from her.
I couldn't put it in show notes last week because we never said the name of the pattern.
Yeah, I will.
So I'm sorry, guys, if you watched last week.
Sorry, I will. I'll double check it when I didn't bring the pattern with me this time. It's laying on my coffee
Because
table
it's
at
so
home.
simple, you're just knitting.
Yeah. Well, I didn't figure I was going to knit here anyway. So
Yeah.
because I typically don't knit while we're talking.
I do.
I don't walk and chew
I
gum.
try every once in a while, but it just depends on what I'm working on,
Yeah.
But that's pretty cool.
What have you been working on? Anything?
Yeah. I've
I
been
was
trying
just
to get
curious.
my own orgasm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been trying to get my own orgasm going. So,
And how has that been going now? Have you been able to have your own orgasm yet?
I'm close, but no cigar.
But not yet, not yet.
Can't have that cigarette afterwards.
But you did point out that I have a foobar on my pattern.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be right back.
That I haven't updated the people who got it, but nobody has really questioned me, so I don't think
So they
anybody.
may have figured it out.
I
more
think
than
they figured
did.
it out.
Maybe I just didn't have that crazy I have to admit I am not one to deviate from the pattern as much as a lot of people are. To me, the pattern, I'm not, I don't have the creativity to say, okay, let's throw in, you know, a brick stitch here because that looks nice.
Right.
And in lieu of we'll just change that here. That's not my style. I don't do it in my sewing. And I don't do it in, as long as I have a pattern, I can follow it.
But you rewrite the pattern into a spreadsheet.
Well, yeah, but that's different. That's a spreadsheet.
But at any rate, so how are you coming?
I'm really good.
You're almost past the first little,
right. And
what I initially was going to call a first little lace section.
The increase section. and I'm almost there. I only have another chunk. And then I go to the long.
Yeah.
I go to the long.
So
I'm on here, guys.
Here's where she is on this, guys.
I'm here.
Oh my gosh, this feels so nice, this yarn.
I'm up to like here. So then pretty soon I'll be, you know, going to where I don't increase and I have to keep it a length. But it's baby alpaca. It was from Knit Crate, and I didn't bring the little thing, but it came in one of my monthly Knit Crate things, and it's a baby alpaca.
Yeah, I love this.
The feel is just, and I have to admit, I really like working with the baby alpaca like this. I found it, and it's the way I knit, because I knit close to the tip. Yeah. I do split it a bit. Okay, because
you're close to the tip, and you're a tight knitter.
And I'm a tight knitter, so I consciously try not to do that.
Have you tried putting this onto a metal stiletto?
I haven't yet, and I was planning on putting it on my squares because I don't knit quite as tight. But my squares are very rounded. And I was having a bit of trouble getting the knit front and back type thing going correctly, because I would be right through the middle of it, and then I'd be, wait, why do I have an extra string come back? So I've had to take back a couple of these, and I'm like, son of a bitch, you know. So I kind of did it. But it's a pretty green, and I have that.
Oh, I love that green.
Like a reddish that I think I'm going to. But on the other hand, I was kind of thinking, we'll see where I'm at halfway with the amount of this yarn, because you have another skein grain, right? So you could do, because I'm only 60 inches.
And here's the thing: you can stop increasing whenever you want and just do the body, so you don't have to have it as wide.
No,
you can make it as narrow or as wide as you want.
I'm okay with your width with this way, but it's the length for me, because being so short and having like not a big neck, sometimes I get the feeling of, holy crap, I got to wrap it around 16 times, or I'm sitting on it and then I'm dragging it across the airport, and you look pretty silly.
And you do go through lots of airports. So I do. We don't want you tripping.
I do, yeah. And I'm looking, I'm going to Disney next week. And then I am looking at going on maybe a trip in June. And then we're looking at, I'm trying to talk him into another one.
Your cruise got canceled.
My cruise got canceled. They put it on suspension until the end, and we were going in June, and now they're saying July. And I'm like, what, for 3 freaking weeks? 2 weeks it was. You suspended it, and now it's going to cost you, because they gave me an extra amount because we're rescheduling it. But that's okay. I'm looking at Christmas time, because we went a few years ago. We went on one to the Caribbean.
Right. At Christmas time? At
Christmas time. And it was really nice. I mean, the ship was decorated beautiful, so you got the essence of the whole. Oh, it was beautiful. You know, big, fancy, the way the tree was draped, and, you know.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think that they would decorate a cruise ship for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. And then a lot of people put Christmas stuff on their doors and things like that, which is fun at that time. And then Christmas Day, they had a big dinner, and a big turkey dinner, and where the chef carved it. So it was really nice. And I was kidding the waiter. I said, so what do you do with all the leftovers? And they just sort of looked at me, and I said, don't you know you need to have turkey sandwiches for dinner?
But the next day.
I said, or the next day. I said, from the turkey that we had at dinner.
Right, exactly.
And the same thing with the ham. And he goes, well, we have a carving station up at the buffet. And I'm like, no, that's not the same thing. You need to know that this
You need to make a turkey sandwich with the cranberry.
Right, and you need to cut the turkey up and put it in a plastic bag or a bunch of tin foil, so it looks like it came out, or a Ziploc container.
Okay, I missed that.
It needs to be refrigerated. We were talking,
we were talking about my trip.
She was talking about her rescheduling her cruise.
Oh, yeah.
In December, and then she was saying that they decorate the cruise ships for Christmas. And so, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought, I didn't realize that cruise ships would decorate for Christmas.
Oh.
That was,
And it's strange because, are you in the Caribbean?
Yeah. That doesn't, I mean, the snow, we don't have cold a lot of times up here. I think as a kid, when we didn't have snow at Christmas, it bothered me. You know, it's like, it's not Christmas because it's not snowing and I am not going to play outside, you know, no snow.
Now it's okay.
Now
I don't need to have snow.
Now I don't have to have snow. 60 degrees is wonderful.
I remember a trip that the boys and I took to Cayman Brac, which is one of the Cayman Islands, and it was at Christmas time. And we drove around to the other side of the island, and there was a plastic snowman in somebody's yard. And it just seemed odd to be in bathing suits and scuba gear and the plastic snowman sitting out.
Yeah, back then I could see it. Now, not so much. Now it's the realistic, oh my God, this is great. Especially if you hear that the weather's changed at home and, basking. You're like, your feet up and you're going, oh yeah, it's snowing at home, you know. Okay, fun. Do you think we'll have trouble getting home? I'm not going. You know. So that's sort of what we do, you know.
My in-laws moved from a very cold climate that got 4 seasons and lots of snow to the desert when they retired. They retired to the desert. We keep threatening them that we're going to get them the palm tree that's wrapped in Christmas lights for their backyard. You know.
That is one lovely. Of my best commercials. It's a Corona commercial.
Yeah. The Feliz Navidad with the... That's fantastic.
That one tree, I love that one. That one big tree just...
It's completely lit up. Yeah.
I love it. That's my favorite commercial.
They've been playing that one for like 15 years. And every time I see it, I'm like, I love this commercial.
Yeah, I do too. I love that commercial. I think that... And then at the end of Monsters, Inc., when the bad monster gets put in a trailer, it looks just like that scene with the trailer in the tree.
I don't recall Monsters, Inc.
Oh, I've never seen Monsters, Inc.
So I
have to let you know, I watched Finding Nemo again this week.
Did you?
God.
Oh
we watched it last week when we were in Kentucky.
But I didn't see the whole thing.
No, it barred off.
Oh yeah, it went off.
That's why I went back and I watched and I thought, when I go to Animal Kingdom,
you are Dory.
I guess I am.
She is Dory.
But I do speak well. I know I speak well. And I am like Dory. I have very short term.
Yeah.
Voice.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. We love you for that.
Yeah. There's no. Yeah, you're right.
I've been playing with this last night and today, but I haven't done much this week, guys. So
I love it.
What's the name of that one?
This one is called Carolina, I think.
Carlina
Carlina Pullover.
Pullover.
That's going to be so pretty.
How fun is that?
Yeah.
That's really neat. I really like the way that comes out at the top.
It is cool. I'm hoping that
You're doing well.
Okay. That I'm
engaged.
Oh,
I haven't checked. You guys I did do a swatch.
Oh, okay.
I did do a swatch. I don't know. I haven't checked this to see if I'm still uncaged, but
I checked when I did.
It has a lot of positivities. Lot, so I think I'm okay.
When I blocked painted bricks, I checked gauge every once in a while to see how far off I was when I was blocking it, trying to make sure it was staying in that vicinity. And in the beginning, that first section, I was great, right on it.
Then you got tighter.
And then I got tighter and tighter and tighter. And then
I was going to say yours looks a lot smaller than his.
And then I loosened up. I also went down a size of the needle.
Right.
I was at his size of the needle because I didn't want it as big as his, because his is like 94 inches. You know, I mean, it's a big wingspan, and he's tall. I mean, for him, he's probably 70 some inches. You know what I mean?
He can get away with it.
And so he can't.
And you shortened up yours,
and I
too.
did. I shortened it up a bit. So,
well, it's still ample.
Oh, it's more than ample, and it's great.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm going to look terrific strolling across the Indianapolis airport. I'll probably look ridiculous in Orlando at 110 degrees, but that's okay. It's going to stay on. And when I'm scooting
They're
along on my
still
scooter,
gonna be able to see you.
I'm going to have a breeze and my shawl
Your
will be
cape
on.
is going to go flying behind you like Batman.
Yeah, it'll be great. See, so, I mean, I may...
We'll watch.
Yeah, I'll let you know. They'll probably want to...
Interview you?
Yeah, you never know. While I'm in Florida, I got to look around, find Snoop. I'm like,
Find Snoop.
No. Okay. That's where you're going this week.
Sunday, next Sunday.
Yeah, so speaking of next Sunday, guys, we're going to have a week off.
Yep. Mother's
She's
Day.
going to go, and it's Mother's Day. So us moms, we're just going to take the day off.
I'm going to be pampered by somebody. And maybe myself.
Right. If we get a wild squirrel up our cootushies during the week, maybe we'll do a little 0.5 or something together. But we're going to spend it with family. So
Yeah. So you...
And we
you
suggest,
guys should too.
Yep.
Spend your time with family, friends, whatnot.
And all of you who are not mothers who have a mother, don't forget your mother. That was
yeah.
I think I got that.
that was a little redundant, wasn't it?
Yeah. If you got a mother, don't forget your mother. But if you don't have a mother, it'd be nice to remember your mother because mothers are special to be remembered by.
Because without
But you could always like someone else's mother because they're, I mean, my mother's still around, but
listen,
I like you as a mother.
I treat these two like my mother because my mother's not around anymore. So
but we
yes,
don't
but she
punish her.
doesn't follow directions well and doesn't
No.
eat all of her vegetables.
No.
I eat all of my. Speak for yourself, girlfriend.
But she's pretty good about keeping her room pretty clean, so I'll give her that.
Yes, yes.
And she does the dishes after she cooks, so we're okay with that.
And Curfew, she watches her Curfew. So
She comes home a little wispy sometimes, you know. The
Wispy?
But I
sleepy
ask
goes-
for a ride.
But you do, so I'll give you that
To
much.
ask for a ride.
That's true, right. So she calls mom to come and get her. Okay, I'll be right there.
Or you're just with me anyway.
I am with
And you're
you.
like, you're not driving home.
You're
And
not
I'm
driving
like, you're
home.
right. You're driving me home.
You're not driving home. So let's see what else we got in this little bundle
I
of stuff
think
today.
Mika has something
Oh, I think she does.
that we need to share with you guys because
Yeah.
oh,
it-
squishy mail.
it's so cool.
It's cool. You'll like this. Okay, you open first, and then
Okay, squishy mail. We got some squishy mail from Inspired Fiberworx and Veronica. Veronica is regular viewer, and we totally appreciate that so much. She sent yarn for each of us, and mine is a secret.
Hers is a secret. We don't even know what it is yet.
it's
We don't
really
even
cool.
know what color it is.
Yes, and we.
so we all had to eat fast at breakfast so that we could sit down here so we could get.
And
it
we
open.
really didn't. We
And
didn't
I've been
cheat.
sitting like this, going, "Wait, I want to know."
Ooh,
Oh,
luscious.
look at that.
Oh,
look at
my
that! Oh,
God.
that
Oh,
is
my
gorgeous.
Goodness, that's
Is that
so
gonna be
Look at it,
beautiful?
goes with my sweater.
It does. It does.
Look at how that goes with my sweater.
Everything goes with your sweater.
Famous.
It does.
Famous
Oh my
last-
gosh,
Yeah,
that's
that is
so
Is
good.
the other one the
beautiful.
same color?
I
I would
assume-
imagine it
I
would be the
assume
same.
so.
But
Oh.
let's see.
Veronica, thank you,
See
thank
for
you. That's
sure.
beautiful.
This
God, I
is
love
gorgeous.
it.
This is so deep and luscious.
Yeah, really,
Oh,
really.
you know who you're going to have to keep that away from?
Yes.
Is Karen.
Yeah,
Karen.
You're gonna need to keep this away from Karen. Look at how delicious
Oh, I can
this
I
is,
can
guys.
arm wrestle Karen.
Inspired Fiberworx, and this one is called. This colorway is called Cambridge.
Cambridge.
Yes,
This is a
Veronica
gorgeous
and Veronica.
color.
I would tell them where you're located, but I don't remember.
I'll look it up.
She just look it up. So Veronica made because she's fantastic. She sent this for me.
Isn't that pretty? Doesn't that match? Now that
That
matches
really
her.
matches my sweater.
It
My
does.
my Amazon
Your Amazon purchase.
purchase.
Yes.
And I'm gonna show yours.
Go ahead.
Okay. For Miss Purple Girl here. Check this out. Look at this. These are so awesome.
They really are.
They're 100% superwash merino, 490 yards each, guys. I will put the link to her website in the description box below.
She's up in Chase, Maryland.
I thought East Coast.
Right off the Chesapeake Bay. She's a one-woman show.
So this one is called Grape Fizz.
I love it. I can't wait to do something with it.
Okay, what is that?
It's called
What's that one?
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
And then it texts.
It looks like, it looks like T-X-O-R-A. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, guys.
Sorry, Veronica. But it's cool.
Isn't that pretty?
That's cool.
Delicious.
Very delicious. That's a good word.
Super delicious.
Delicious
Super
is a
delicious.
word. Delicious is a word.
And of course, other little goodies
That
in the
touchy
bag.
things in the bag. That was fun.
Stitch markers and such.
Yes. It was a nice squishy package.
Squishy package.
Squishy
I love
package.
all the colors.
So do I. Very nicely done. So Chesapeake Bay must have good water out there for dying.
Chesapeake Bay, Maryland.
She's in Chase, Maryland. One woman show.
Yeah.
Behind
She's
the
great.
scenes. She's a customer. Yeah. So she loves knitting and everything. So thank you. And everybody go to her website. Check her out. See what you like.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of stuff that
We have showed her stuff.
We have showed her stuff before. But I'm always happy to go back to a dyer who, as a matter of fact, we have gone back to a dyer when we find something unique and fabulous.
I may have to make another orgasm.
Oh, yeah.
I may have to,
Because that would be an
interesting one. I may do it without that tchotchke at the corner.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Without the tchotchke.
Without the little lace bit in the corners.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Sorry, I
I
didn't
don't
mean
know.
to stick my tongue out at you guys. I was just getting...
Did anybody happen to watch the Kentucky Derby?
I watched the Kentucky Derby.
Pre-Ducky?
The pre-ducky?
Pre-ducky.
The pre-ducky.
I didn't watch the race or anything. I just want to see all the hats.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah.
And they actually, one of the news shows showed this one lady who, that's her forte.
Hats?
And she made, and she makes so many. People call her today or Monday after the
For
Kentucky
next
Derby,
week.
for next year.
For
Or for
next week,
the other,
next year.
A lot of horse race people wear hats to a lot of things. Well, this year she made designer masks to match the hat.
Of course she did.
And some of them were amazing. That she had this red one with this red hat that they were kind of jaunt. She had the feathers and things on it. And on the mask was the same red. And she had this flower that kind of cascaded up to the side of the hat. I don't know if it was attached or not. It was amazing. I mean, seriously, she did. You could, as I'm watching people go by after they did this, I'm picking out. I could see, like,
which
okay,
ones
I
she
think
made.
that could be her hat. And I can't remember her name, and I'm so sorry, guys. We can't refer you if you're a hat person, but I thought it was really nice. I mean, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And it was
another crafty type person.
Yeah,
A visual,
and
artistic person.
And they weren't just like headbands with stuff on it. They were very structured, And most of them this year were very tight. They were here. Not as flamboyant as I've seen in the past.
Yeah. I remember that they always, for some reason in my mind, Kentucky Derby equals hats.
I think a pretty woman.
Yeah, even though that's not Kentucky, but yeah.
No, I know, but that's what I think of.
That was on.
I know.
So
Kentucky Derby reminds you of Pretty Woman?
well,
Pretty
she goes
Woman
to
makes
the
me
show.
think of horse races because the
There's
beginning
always-
where she's at
yeah,
the horse
yeah,
races.
Yeah, and she
I
runs
was
into the
thinking
back.
Pretty
She goes,
Woman hats, and
"Hold
I
on."
couldn't get that.
And these people are like, my
Sometimes I'm a day late and $1
my
short.
favorite part is that when he introduces her to the two ladies at the stand, and she goes, Edward is such a catch. Oh, well, I'm not into that. I'm just using him for sex. And she walks away, and they're all both like, the one is so shocked, and the other one chuckles, like, okay, I get you. So I thought it was
I'm just
funny.
here for the sex.
I like that movie anyway. I think that's a cute movie.
It is.
I've always loved it.
I like Julia Roberts.
Yes, we just had on Aaron Brockovich too. By
Yeah.
the way, it was on my big screen when they came in. I was watching Aaron Brockovich. Great movie.
Yeah, I like that. I've always been sort of a Richard Gere fan. He's a bit bizarre, but he's a pretty good actor. He plays a great bad guy.
He's not bad to look at either.
No, he was fun in Chicago. Him singing and dancing was so out of character. I mean,
Yeah.
Queen Latifah was good. The what's her name? She's married to Michael Douglas. Catherine
Catherine
Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
She was good with that. But when he came up and he would do the song, and I'm like, okay.
In the courtroom.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
And I'm thinking, damn, if only our courts would be like that, how fun would you? Wouldn't mind going to jury duty.
I would love being on a jury with
If Richard
Richard
Gere
Gere was the attorney.
That's
yeah.
for sure. And he song and dance and he sort of situation. So yeah, that would be kind of fun. I think I could do that. I've only been called once for jury duty.
I have too, and
I
it
have.
was like
Oh, is it
it was
forever
like
ago?
a 3-week trial.
Oh, Mikey was on a grand jury.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was called for jury duty, and it was just
I
before.
just jinxed us, by the way.
Yes, you did. You were all going to get the call now.
I was
It's
called,
our civic duty.
and it was going to be during the time I was in Grand Cayman, and so I responded with, "I'm not going to be in the country."
Mm-hmm.
And they apparently accepted it because I haven't been hauled away. That's been several years ago. So
There's a
that was
bench
my
warrant
one.
for her arrest.
Oh, they can't find me because I'm incognito.
There you go. Yeah.
Don't tell her where she is.
She doesn't know where she is a lot of time.
Nobody
anyway.
will know.
Nobody will guess.
Until the judge goes, "There's that woman. I've seen her on TV."
She's on that YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yes, that he watches regularly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the ladies in the knitting.
We did obtain a couple of male followers this last week.
Did
We did.
Welcome, guys. Hey.
Welcome to our flock.
We love it.
Absolutely.
We do.
We love that our flock is getting bigger.
Yeah.
The more the
Yeah.
merrier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like our flock.
We do.
We
So,
do.
other than the fact I'm heading to Disney, you're going to work.
Yeah.
I'm apparently
That
staying
work
home.
thing. Oh, you're gonna go visit your mama,
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be going up
right?
north.
Didn't you say you? Maybe I misspoke.
No. I
Mom,
think
you
I'm-
didn't hear that. She's going to surprise you, so don't
You know,
listen
I'll
to
call
that
her and
part.
let her know.
And let her know you're coming.
Uh,
My mom doesn't do surprises as well as she used to. Yeah, don't spring things on her.
yeah, and my mom's older than your mom.
Your mom's a little more mobile than mine.
Yeah. Well, she lives in a
My mom is very stationary.
good thing. Good thing.
Yeah.
The
She's in my closet.
oh God,
That's kind of morbid,
that is a little morbid.
Is she really?
but she is in my closet. Yeah.
You've never put her in a
No, I
cowbell
haven't.
Where would you
No.
put her?
I don't know.
Apparently in the closet.
She's back in the closet.
My mom was cremated, guys. I'm not like locking my mom in the closet or something. Don't send INS at me or something. Yeah, I'm not like I don't have
takes
her
her out.
restrained in the closet or something.
She just
no.
takes her on place with her and puts her back in. You know what I mean?
I haven't decided where I want to. Yeah.
Now,
Well-
we knew my dad wanted to, he's in one of the columbariums. My mom wants to go with him, so that settles that.
Yeah.
And she wants her favorite dog, one of my dogs was her favorite. So she wants the dog to be put in with her so that she can chase her bum for eternity. Every time she came over, she would like want to pat the dog had the cutest butt size. I mean,
Tell me it was
most
a
dogs-
corgi. Please tell me.
No. She was a English sheepdog, or she must have had like blue heeler or something.
Corgis have the cutest little
They do.
butts.
They really, because they
I'm
actually
sorry.
have a little
You
butt.
just want to
You just want to.
Never had that urge.
So
for a corgi? Oh my goodness.
so she used to, and lucky it was a thing between them, and she'd sit down, and then the tail would be going,
Oh, yeah.
you know, and then mom would get up and wiggle at her, and that was their little thing together. So
So where's the dog?
the dog is in the garage. She's in
Cremated
her
as well.
Cremated.
Cremated as well.
Cremains are in the
My
garage.
dad, we put it was so funny because when Pete got him back, I know it sounds like a very morbid thing, but when we got him back, my dad had this thing about C-clamps. They
I know
look
what
like a C,
C-clamp is.
and they kind of crank. Everything went on a C-clamp. And he had a thing for PVC pipe. So what we
Sure.
wanted to do was put him in a chunk of
PVC pipe.
and use the
Suspend
C-clamp
him with a
carrier and
oh
just
my
leave him in the
goodness.
shed. Okay,
Just suspend him by a C
just kind
clamp
of C-clamp so that he's always right
in
there
a PVC cup.
in a PVC pipe. So this is my
Yeah.
dad in the way that he made his own cane out of PVC pipe.
Makes sense
Because
to me.
he was short And he did
vertically challenged.
And
Let's be PC here.
It just, when he would stand up, he was bending his arm or he was leaning over, depending on the thing. So he took his PVC pipe and his caps and his little things, and he made his own pipe, and it was hysterical. We got more.
Did it have a C-clamp on the cane too somewhere?
No, I bought a decal but never got it on there. He went into assisted living at about that point when I found that. So it's funny. But I did needlework for my. And then one time my brother broke the truck and he came home and had it towed. They were out driving around, so he had the car, and my brother had it towed into the garage, and my dad comes out and they flip the light on, and attached to the light switch was the radio, because that's what kids do. They listen to the radio, and back in those 40
couple days
years
ago.
And so he came out of the house and he's like, well, the first thing you do is turn off the fucking radio. And so that was always one of the things. Well, what do you want to do? Well, the first thing you do is turn off the fucking radio. It was a family thing. So I made a C-clamp that said, oi, the pressure. And then at the bottom I put, what's the first thing you do for my brother? And he hung it in his office for years. And people would look at it going, they got oi, the pressure, because this little guy's under a C-clamp. Right? So but they didn't understand what's the first thing you do. You know, it was this sort of, and it was just down at the bottom. So it kind of, you have to go up and really look at it, because I made it real tiny, like it was your name or initials. And they're like, and he goes, yeah, it's my sister's warped sense of, he finally just got the point, is my sister's warped sense of humor, don't worry about that.
Right.
And so they were always like, people just assumed the first thing you did was grab a C-clamp, or you couldn't stand the pressure or something like that. They never got the fact they need to turn off the fucking radio. So, yeah. Anyway, that's
family
speaking
things.
Of not safe for work, because we love to swear on this podcast. Would you please go get that thing?
Oh, sure.
This, guys, if you don't know already, I love the word fuck. So
sorry, didn't mean to offend anybody, but this is
she
our
walks
new book.
in with this today.
That's for year number 2 of Flock Around the Table. What do you? I have to admit, I'm really like obsessed with looking for fucking things.
It's purple.
Which.
And it has my favorite word on it.
I know. See, so she'll have some fucking brilliant ideas, and she'll call me up and say, "Hey, bring that fucking idea book over
brilliant
here."
book. That fucking brilliant book.
Right. Well, and you know, the thing is I'm not sure about walking around with it like this, because I'm not sure people would.
No, I think that's fucking brilliant. I think it's fucking brilliant. I do. I'm sorry.
So I thought,
I'm not sorry.
For number year 2. And the best part about it has my graph paper on the inside, too.
Graph paper.
So when I ordered it, and I guess it's like what the fuck notebooks or something like that. They got a whole bunch of cool stuff in there that I thought.
Where did you?
I don't know.
Online.
Just,
I think it was somewhere on Facebook when I saw
am not going to put the link to it, guys. No. I'm not. You guys can Google this shit yourself.
Yeah. I put it there. I see my coloring. See my coloring? This is,
She squirrels all the time, guys. This is not something she does just for you guys on this. She does it all day long, every day. She is constantly in motion. You'd
think I'd be a size 2, but not happening. I don't burn that much energy when I'm up and about, so whatever.
I burn energy just listening.
So
I do too. Sometimes I just hurt listening.
Well, there is that one thing on Sheldon Says on The Big Bang about even if you think about exercising, you burn calories. And then somebody says to him, like, are you exercising, thinking about it now? He's like, no, I'll do it tomorrow. So he puts off even thinking about exercising till tomorrow. I don't know why these are in here. I just stuck them in here by chance. I was coloring last night. I like to color. Do you guys like to color? I do. I like to color.
Do you have like adult coloring books?
Yeah. Yeah.
Pornographic adult coloring books?
No, I have the Disney film.
That would be you, dear.
I don't color though.
It all started many years ago with Grey's Anatomy is a
show.
Like, well, that's a show, but Grey's Anatomy is like the ultra textbook of anatomy that you use in medical schools and nursing schools. And they have a coloring book to help you learn the names, and they have those mnemonic things that you learn so that you remember the facial things and things like that.
I know that one.
Yeah, the only problem is you have to go through the whole thing to get to the one nerve. Yes. I mean, because I can't like pick them out. I go, okay, like dance with the answer to fix it, Common Cupid. Blitzen! That's what I forgot, because I have to go through. Same thing with the dwarfs. And on that note, I'll leave you a quick secret. How do you know the names to the 7 dwarfs? Super easy way to know the 7 dwarfs. Okay?
I've not been called upon to recall.
There's 2 S's, sleepy and sneezy. There's 2 D's, dopey and docked. And there's 4 emotions. Okay? 3 emotions, bashful, happy, and grumpy. So there you have it.
So you have
2 S's, 2 D's, which is 4, and then 3 emotions. Happy, bashful, and grumpy.
Okay, well, I can't remember all that.
You will. You'll think of that. You will. When somebody says, do you know the name of the dwarfs? And you'll go, wait.
I have never
There's
been
2
asked
D's,
to
2
repeat
S's,
the names
and
of the
3.
dwarves.
Oh, I have.
Yeah, but you worked for Disney.
And I go to Disney. And some people think that that's a cool trivia question because not everybody misses one. And same thing with the reindeers. I always forget one. You know
Rudolph?
what I mean? No, never Rudolph. I don't remember. Because Rudolph is a cool guy. But I always forget. And I always want to call Blitzen blitzed. I just, Donner's, never mind.
Okay.
We won't go there. I'm digressing, so I think it's time
What a shock!
She's fucked out. Like,
I'm going to go work on my fucking brilliant ideas.
yeah, she's going to get a fucking brilliant idea.
I would love to learn how to journal and be able to color and do all that fun stuff. But
I think you can.
It's just going to be another obsession. Do you realize that I have to go buy all that stuff?
Just tape this onto the page, and then you have.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a nice greeting.
Then you can scribble in your own page.
Greetings. Mm-hmm. Wait. Live long and prosper. So greetings. Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
But that's the wrong one. That's not.
No, them stay in, don't they?
That's not Star Wars.
No, it's Star Trek.
Right. And I do Star Wars. So.
What's Star Wars?
May the Force be with you.
Oh,
May the 4th coming up.
May the 4th coming up. So may the 4th be with you. This week, wear your Star Wars shirt on the 4th because that's a good week, And
because you obviously couldn't have gotten dressed
without that. I know that there's a few indie dyers out there that have some very cool things.
They do. There's a lot of them that
Wars
have been
there.
And I've gotten like 3 different emails this week with Star Wars stuff. And the other thing that's popping up? Advent calendar.
Yes.
Yeah. So let us know what your favorite Advent one would be. I've been looking, but I'm not.
I've never gotten an Advent calendar, but I'm tempted this year because I just don't have enough yarn yet.
No. But the fun thing about it is most of them are minis. The kits are the minis.
Yeah.
So that I got one and it was hedgehog fibers. Oh my God, it was so fun just to open that up every day just for the fibers. Now, I didn't keep it in order. Sorry, guys, I had to do my own thing. And it's the start of a sweater, but it's a fingering. And you know how many years that's going to take me.
Yeah.
But you're doing
But
two.
that's DK.
But that's DK.
It's still going to take plenty of time.
Yeah, but you're talking like a size 3 for the entire sweater.
No, I'm on it. And these needles are 6s.
Yeah, see, so
Yeah.
whatever. It may become a bunch of mittens. You never
What?
know.
What?
No, my Advent sweater.
Oh, I thought you were talking about my sweater was going to be a
No.
mitten.
Mine would be sweater. It would be mittens.
I'm to the point where I'm ready to change colors. But
Well, and now that I've done painted bricks at first, like I said last week, at first it was a bit of a loss. It's done. Oh, now I have. You know what I mean? But this past week I've been getting
pull on another whip.
I that's what I did, and I made sure I worked on Orgasm. I can't wait to tell people what I'm working on when I'm at Disney. What are you working on? Oh, my Orgasm. It's
It's the only reason she's knitting it so somebody can ask.
I really want somebody to ask me, what do you make an orgasm?
Working on my orgasm. I'm just working on my orgasm here.
Got a long way to go here.
If you see me, never mind. I was going in a direction.
There's a surprise.
All right, on that note, the squirrel is signing off.
I think we can.
You can kind of
I
go.
think we can.
Please.
So remember, this is episode number 45. Number 46 will be in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So subscribe, ding the bell, like, tell your neighbors, stay away from
Comments.
ladies.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Give us your comments.
You guys just have a good week.
Yeah, and enjoy your family.
Enjoy Mother's Day.
And the month of May, because it's a great month. It is, because it's a...
And happy belated May Day.
Yeah, and Cinco de Mayo.
Coming up.
And don't forget to watch the 500.
And that's not until the end of the month. And May the 4th be with you. I did it on that, so it's a little deeper.
It's not plugged in.
Oh, well, I still like playing with it anyway. Bye, guys!